Hello, and welcome to a tutorial on how to cook and prepare a buffalo barbecue chicken pizza. This tutorial will show you how to cook and prepare a delicious dinner time and snack time favorite. Most people don't like waiting for the pizza delivery guy to show up, so they rather make it at home. First on our list is our desired amount of chicken. This is my personal favorite. The mixing utensils and cutting utensils for the pizza. A half cup water measuring cup. A pan to cook the pizza. Some flour. Vegetable oil. Your trusted buffalo and barbecue sauces. My trusted is Sweet Baby Ray's. You'll also need Pam spray for the pan. Mozzarella cheese. A mixing bowl and the pizza crust. Then you also need an oven to cook the pizza in. Make sure that this oven is well trusted and doesn't fail. Then you would like some warm water, so I recommend using your kitchen sink. You first want to start off by setting your oven to 475 to preheat while you are mixing the crust mix. You want to take your spray, shake it nice and well, and spray your pan before you add any of your raw dough to it so it prevents sticking. Next, you want to open your pizza crust mix. Then you can put it into the mixing bowl. Next, you want to get half a cup of warm water to mix with the crust mix, so that way you can get a nice blended amount. Be careful not to pour it too fast or it might spill over the side. We do not like to have messes. Next, you want to take your fork and start mixing the warm water and dough mix together. Make sure to combine as much water and mix as possible. Also, if you would like to use your hands, that's very possible, but be sure to wash your hands with warm water and soap before we get into the mix. Also, to prevent it from sticking to your hands, you can take a little bit of flour and rub it all over your hands. Next, we can start balling it up and combining the mix and water. And it's just a little fun to use your hands as well. And once we have gotten it all nice and mixed, we want to ball it up and then wait for the next step. Be sure to wash your hands and have somebody else turn on the sink. You want to get all the dough off with nice warm water. Next, you want to add a little bit of vegetable oil to lightly coat your crust as it is airing out at the moment. You can use your mixing fork to easily spread around the vegetable oil all over the top of the dough. The next step is to cover the dough for at least 5 minutes. So I just use the pan, and then we set a timer for 5 minutes. During this 5 minutes, it is a good time to start cooking your chicken. So we put the chicken on the pan, turn on the stove, and we make the chicken. This is also a good time to take a nap. So if you ever want to take a nap, but then you remember, you're cooking chicken, you don't want your apartment to burn down. So we cook the chicken while we are waiting for the dough to rise. Now, once your timer is done, it is now time to return to your dough. So we can take our cover off, and now we can apply the dough onto the pan. You can use your hands or plop it straight onto it. Our next step is to start forming it. You can use a fork, or you can even use your hands to form it into a round pizza, or any shape that you desire. Be sure to keep an eye on your chicken because it cooks fast. And then we have our finished pizza crust. I know, it's not the best looking. But then the oven should be done preheating at this time, and we stick it in for 5 minutes so it can start getting hard, and we're able to add our toppings. Be sure to grab any of the refrigerated toppings that you would also desire. I like to have ranch and banana peppers. Next, we open the cheese. We also want to make sure that this cheese tastes very well and that we approve it for our pizza, as cheese is one of the most important ingredients on a pizza. So we test the cheese and we approve. So the pizza was put in the oven for 5 minutes, and now it's time to take out the crust. So use oven mitts as it is very hot, and we take out the crust. As you can see, it is cooked. We set it on a pad so it doesn't burn our counter, and we start to add our toppings. We want to start with our sauce. So I like to do half and half, one side barbecue and one side buffalo. You spread all the sauce nice and round. Make it evenly, and then we want to add cheese. After we add and spread the cheese around, we add some chicken. Make sure it's all nice and spread, and we add more cheese to melt on top of the chicken. And then we can add our veggies. We then put our pizza into the oven for at least 9 to 12 minutes. My preferred time is 10 so it doesn't get too burnt. Now we can take a 10-minute nap finally and not have to worry about the chicken burning. After the 10 minutes is up, we can take the pizza out of the oven. Next, we take our pizza cutter and cut the pizza into 8s. You can cut it however you like or not cut it at all. Then we take a bite. But then we also remember it is very hot when it comes out of the oven.